number 6, Sammy Ferreira, number 11, number 23, Kiana Rocco, number 24, Alexis Stoll. In goal, Alexis Nason, the junior, has made 69 saves on 89 shots this year for head coach Grace Barnard. For your Yellow Jackets, a traditional 4-3-3, and the forwards up front. Number 18, Jen Hackett getting the start with Federica Frew and Jacinda McCartney, number 21 and number 31. Midfielders, number 5, Rachel Brown, number 8, Anina Senko, and number 9, Johanna Nilsson, Massachusetts, Finland, and Sweden. On defense, Paige Medeiros, number 6, Alana Gracia, number 13, number 17, Ariana Miranda, and number 25, Florina Ravundra. They'll all be in front of the redshirt junior, number 0, Michaela DeManch, for head coach Kavan Issa, as the Yellow Jackets look to return to 500, both overall and in conference play, with a win today. That's how these two teams line up as they are taking the field right now. The Assumption Greyhounds in blue, the Yellow Jackets in white. So as we set to go here from Abdal Field, the Yellow Jackets leading scorers, Fedi Frew and Ina Senko with 3 goals apiece. Frew also 4 assists to lead the team with 10 points. On the other side, Bella Marie with 9 goals, 4 assists for 22 points is the leader. Underway here at Abdal Field. The Yellow Jackets into it early. Hackett bidding toward target. Deflected away, and the Greyhounds have it. Assumption up the left side. Pass Ravundra. Little drop ball there. Stolen away by Gracia. Now to Jen Hackett. The Ludlow Lion misses on the pass. Put it out of play. Assumption will have the ball fairly deep in AIC territory. Throw in now, a quick cross. Deflected to DeManch. The Yellow Jackets redshirt junior, 2 sports star here at AIC. Starting goalkeeper for women's soccer. Starting center midfielder for women's lacrosse. I don't know when she sleeps. Given everything that she does here. But the Yellow Jackets are very lucky to have somebody as talented as her playing for not just 1 but 2 teams. Cross here, Medeiros. Fired along. Blocked away. Gracia forced out of play. Greyhounds drop it back. Quick across, intercepted. Battle for the ball, won by Nilsson. Good wide ball, Fedi Frew. Miranda Taking the sideline. Stops. Tries to go through to Senko. Can't connect. Talked to Rob Libera a little bit before the game, asked him what the key was, and he said, we have to have a sense of urgency from the drop of the ball. We have to play hard for 90 minutes against this team. Here's Frew with a bid, easily covered by Nason. 2 junior goalkeepers. Nason out of Saco, Maine. Demanch out of Rochester, Massachusetts. All out of play. Quick throw in for the Greyhounds. Push across. That's deflected away. Frew tips it along. Oh, this is on. Senko, a bid, but wide. Probably could have taken another touch before shooting that. Get a little closer. In the midfield, Brown filters one through. Ends up to the left side for Fetty Frew. Frew, cross. Blocked down by the defense. Back to AIC. In the middle, but wide, as the Yellow Jackets couldn't really corral it. Senko, room to work. Fires a cross, has to be headed away, out of play. It's a corner for the Yellow Jackets. So AIC the first set piece of the game, and it comes 5 minutes deep. Neither team with a serious scoring chance until now. Here comes the cross, headed by Brown, saved by Nason off the crossbar. Rachel Brown put that right into the corner, and Alexis Nason somehow got a hand on it and deflected it off the bar and out. That is an A-plus save. Early on in the game, a big moment, and the keeper comes up. Hounds looking for something. Back the other way. Brown defending. Rachel Brown definitely plays all 116 yards of the field. That's why she was second team all-conference as a midfielder last year. And in my estimation, that was an underestimation of what Brown is capable of. Everybody talks about Federica Frew and Ina Senko, what they can do. Rachel Brown is the most consistent player on this team and very good in a very tough position as the defensive center mid. Gets into the offense as well. The kind of player that can take over a game on either end of the field. And this, the way that she has developed over her 4 seasons here with the Yellow Jackets. Didn't get off the bench much her freshman year. Played some her sophomore year. Last year, obviously, was her real big coming out party as a junior after Jess Margaretta graduated. Jackets knock it along. Gracia, any 10 all rookie as a freshman. Only, collision there between Brown and Medeiros. That's blocked. Frew fielding it. Ball still loose. Finally, Gracia volleys it in the air. McCartney can't find it, but getting control is Senko. Stepping 2, and a bid high and wide right. Just looking down at the field, it looks as though the Yellow Jackets have a size advantage. Seems to be somewhat of a speed edge, too, in this one. But Brown's bid The only A-grade chance. And what a save it was by Nason. So as we approach the 8th minute, the Yellow Jackets bomb one forward. It's going to end up getting into the Assumption bench. Had a chance as well to chat with Chip Warner before the game, the assistant for Assumption. Said he felt like his team was doing pretty well, but could be doing better. I think there are 15 coaches in the NE10 that if you asked them how their team was doing, they would say that. But overall, pretty happy he seemed like with what his team had done as this ball is over the top into the box. Booted along. They'll say it was the Assumption player, the center forward for the Greyhounds, number 10, Villemarie, and not Gracia who touched that ball last. Villemarie looked like she was trying to reach around with the kick around Gracia to get to that, and she may have gotten it, but she ended up putting it out of play. Medeiros takes the kick. Brown battling for the ball. Still causing some problems. Oh, McCartney gets away with a trip. This ball fired forward. Gracia clears. Nilsson, good little touchdown to herself. And then hard across. The Greyhounds intercept, but Hackett takes it back. Assumption able to keep it in, though. Really well done by Kiana Rocco. Has the ball now. It's deflected out of play off of Hackett. Rocco snuck around to keep that in and then kept possession of it as well. Away from Frew and Hackett. Makes a funny bounce off Ravundra. The rookie defender spinning away from Villemarie. Able to get it free and get it to Fetty Frew. Frew bombs one on. Greyhounds defense is on to it. Hackett, or excuse me, Frew putting some pressure on, headed by Gracia. Popped up into the air, but the Greyhounds misplay it out of play. That'll bring a throw in for Fetty Frew. The captain headed down toward Cage, cleared out by the Assumption defense, at least for the moment. And they misplay it, able to get it back. They just have to kick it out of play, though, as it took a funny hop just over the head of Emily McDonald. Local to this area from Ludlow, Massachusetts. Went to the Williston Northampton School, which is in my hometown of East Hampton. Played over. Cross. Over Hackett's head. Hackett can't find it. And the Greyhounds will clear. Brown intercepts it at the midfield and drops it back to Ravundra. The Yellow Jackets containing possession here. Have controlled for most of this first 11 minutes. Filtered forward to Frew, who lays it for Gracia. Gracia goes back to Medeiros. Has some room and punts one along. It's deflected down by the Greyhounds. Assumption wants a counterattack. They'll get it as deep as Florina Ravundra, who then knocks it along. And the Yellow Jackets recover possession. Good little stop and start from Miranda. And the Greyhounds have to put it out of play to stop the Yellow Jackets from countering. Chipped along and ends up in Sanko's feet. Lays it forward now. Here is Hackett. Hackett takes a shot. That's blocked. Sanko got to the rebound a bit. Goes through the uprights. Which doesn't mean anything. That football game started at noon, not 5. You don't get 3 points for one of those here. Battle for the ball in the middle, and the Yellow Jackets come out with it. Miranda from Brown. Miranda misplays that ball. That'll allow the Greyhounds to come back with it. Brueggemann out of play. Hounds chip one on. Gracia gets to it first. Finds Frew. Frew up the sideline. Hackett right onto it. Well done by Fetty Frew. Hackett then playing one into space, but not able to get to it. That time was Sanko. It's incredible, though, how the Yellow Jackets just move that thing right down the field. Frew put that right where Hackett could get to it. Flicked along. Sanko. Hackett, or excuse me, Frew back to Sanko, then to Hackett, and then a foul on the Greyhounds. A little bit of contact. Sanko was already a little bit off balance, and it brought her to the ground, and so they made the call. Frew will survey what she's got in front of her. Pushing people out wider. Her bid right at the target. Into the sun, Nason makes the save. Yellow Jackets responsible for all 6 shots in this game. 3 of them on goal. Again, we go back to the save that Nason made on Brown's header on the corner. As Paige Madero steals the ball, the Yellow Jackets fire one along. This is dangerous here for McCartney. In the corner. McCartney comes up with it. Forced out of play by the Greyhounds. Throw in very deep in the corner. Headed high. Frew got onto it, but got underneath it too much.
Come on, Blue.
In the middle of the field, it is Nilsson. Back to Brown. Lays it for Ravundra. Florina filters it forward. McCartney back to her. We'll give and go to Miranda. Miranda across, looking for McCartney. That's intercepted. Well read, and the Greyhounds push the other way. That's a nice ball up the wing to Villa Marie in the right-hand side corner. Medeiros grabbing a hold of the arm. Don't know how she got away with that one right in front of the official. Pretty obvious hold. Oh, there's one through as Nilsson makes a move, and now a ball on. Oh, looking for Sanko, but it was blocked down. Hackett onto the rebound. Hackett knocking it free. The Greyhounds do eventually get it out, only to have it taken for a moment. Assumption's pass ends up out of play. Gracia. Everybody throwing her a ball. Brown's pass under lead and intercepted. They'll touch it along. Here's Villa Marie. Shot blocked. Yellow Jackets able to clear it out for the moment. And then Gracia just boots it out of play into the AIC bench to slow things down. That's Mario Monsalve, the goalkeeper coach, with the nifty catch on the bench. Did you really think anything would get by Mario? No. And now the Yellow Jackets have possession once more. Up the side, but under lead again. And back to the defense of Assumption. Up to the sideline, and Frew steals it away. Frew trying to filter it to Sanko, but can't quite get it there. Well done by Rocco to just hold on to it. They'll chip one up. Ravundra slows it down and lifts it into Miranda. Miranda over the head. McCartney. Got that one through Nilsson. Now back to Nilsson. Nilsson getting into some trouble. Gets away from the Assumption player Bruggeman. Played off to Brown. Brown trying a bit. Ends up getting a pass through. The Yellow Jackets do have to reset. In control deep in Assumption territory. Looking toward the sideline. Deflected goalkeeper ball. Nason boots this one, headed down. Sanko touches it forward, looking for McCartney. McCartney able to get it back. Oh, can't get the pass to Sanko, however. Ends up being deflected out of play. Whistle and a foul on AIC. One's out off the back line. Medeiros' kick. It's through everybody. Eventually, Sanko has it. Sanko away from a defender. Nilsson lays it over to Frew. Frew. And a drop. Stopping on it, Miranda back to Frew. Frew had it poked off of her foot. Oh, and the Greyhounds forward to Villa Marie. One to beat. Medeiros getting into position. They'll lay a pass back. And the Greyhounds just taking too long to shoot it. Substitution coming on for AIC. Devin Wondolowski, the freshman out of Point Pleasant, New Jersey, will take McCartney off. This is deflected out of play. A little bit of an update for the Assumption fans who might be tuned in. Assumption alumni Cole Tracy now playing with LSU. You've probably heard the stories. 3 for 3 against the national number 2 Georgia Bulldogs, and an LSU leading 16-0. Jackets attempting to gain possession back, with the Greyhounds move the ball right over the middle, headed by Gracia. Hounds backing it up to go forward. Nilsson nearly steals and forces Assumption all the way back to their defense. Ball in the midfield, chipped along. Medeiros gets ahead on it. Gracia now, with the Greyhounds with it. Gracia just slides it out of play. Some NE10 results. Bentley beat Southern Connecticut 1-0 earlier today. Merrimack wrecked Lemoyne. There's no other word for a 7-0 win for the Warriors. Snow beat St. Mike's 4-0, and St. Hayes beat St. Rose 2-1. Stonehill and Adelphi should be a final, as should Queens and New Haven. Pull that up for you. Stonehill beats Adelphi 1-0 in overtime. Queens and New Haven draw 1-1. One other game tonight, Pace at Franklin Pierce at 7:30. Headed along and then booted back. Eventually the Yellow Jackets control for the moment, although it's fumbled away, knocked down by Frew, but nobody in the middle of the field. Hackett trying to body off. Yellow Jackets putting pressure on the Assumption players, and they have to move the ball a little more quickly, I think, than they would like to. Bill Marie getting held up by Medeiros again. Able to lay it into the corner, though, for Spina. Cross over the top and out of play. They're letting the players get away with quite a bit of grabbing compared to what they usually will allow. The more veteran officials. The only reason I know this is because I've seen him for a long time at a lot of games. I've been here for 12 years. If I recognize a ref, it means they've been doing it for a while. Yellow Jackets nearly intercept. Wondolowski couldn't quite get to the ball. Filtered along. And cleared forward. Takes a funny hop. And picked up by Nason. Jackets try to filter one forward. Frew's got it. Fetty away from a defender. Now with the ball. A little more of a grab. This time the other way. They don't call that either. They're not going to on either team, it looks like. So feel free to snag a handful of jersey as the Yellow Jackets end up passing it out of play. Medeiros looking for the dish that wasn't there. In the middle for the Greyhounds. 20 minutes to go in the first half. No score. Has a good ball over the top, but Ravundra knocks it down, misplayed it. Able to get it back. And sliding to her backside makes the play. Now forward for Hackett. Yellow Jackets 3-on-2 here. Hackett in. Sanko spinning away from a defender. Sanko across the top to Brown. A shot right on the goalkeeper. And an easier save for Nason than I think she was expecting to have to make. Deep in Assumption territory, the Hounds will throw in. Headed out by Wondolowski. Cleared away. Gets knocked down. Wondolowski gets a piece of it, can't control it. Greyhounds trying to move up. Over the middle. Gracia read that. Off the side of the foot. Out of danger. Hackett. Body contact there, and Hackett won that battle. And now a long ball looking for Sanko, but it misses. Deflected out of play by the Greyhounds. Through the middle. Pops straight up. Wondolowski gets dragged down. They're going to call her for the foul. I'm going to say she grabbed more than she got grabbed. Gracia heads it out of play. Down from behind off of Wondolowski. This time out of play off of the Greyhounds. Almost a half hour gone in this and no score. They'll call a foul for contact there. A little too much with the hands in the back. Good ball. Deflected by the Greyhounds. They will get to it before it goes out. They're able to clear. Bill Murray. Gracia. Running hard. Slows it down. Oh, Villa Marie pushed Gracia to the ground. I can't push off like that, the ref says to her. Everybody having a good laugh about it. Except for probably Alana. She's alright though, and she's getting up into the play like a forward. Yellow Jackets just leave it for Ravundra. An interesting decision now to Medeiros, who will step forward, chip one along on the wide side of the field and into the Yellow Jacket control deep. Assumption territory, a spin and a drop. Nilsson can't corral it. Greyhounds just punted out of play. And they were looking for Wondolowski there, and her and Senko just couldn't turn toward net with possession. Hard down the field. Medeiros running after it. Will drop back to the keeper. Hackett then heads it along, and it's knocked on further. Senko has it take an unfriendly bounce on her. But then a bounce straight to Nilsson that allows Brown to corral the ball to Wondolowski. One to beat, touches it to Nilsson in the corner. Nilsson turning on it. Nilsson turns across, headed down. And just not able to keep that in as Wondolowski. She tries to bounce it to the back line and get to it. Both teams will substitute here. Emily Gaffel, the back, will come in. She'll take Nilsson off. Meanwhile, on the Assumption side, Brooke Shatney will come in, and she'll take Diana Bruggeman off. Shatney, a sophomore out of Weir, New Hampshire. And for the Yellow Jackets, Gaffel out of Manhattan. And ball forward, they couldn't quite get to it. Now the Yellow Jackets give it to Gaffel. Through ball. That's onside. Shot blocked. Senko toward the rebound, can't get to it, but it goes right to Frew. Frew with a fake. Frew toward, but wide left. Couldn't get it to bend in. Jackets at their defense with the ball, at least for the moment. Brown, sort of miss-hit there. Greyhounds try to move it across. Now headed deep. Body down. Well done by Miranda. She'll clear it out. Yellow Jackets seem to be scrambling. And the Greyhounds are looking to take advantage with 11:59 to go in the half. Cross is blocked. Second cross. We'll call the foul. As Ravundra slid to get the ball and missed it and got... Here's the bid. And it's in. Off the bar and in. There's no need for a pass, just fire. And the Greyhounds have the 1-0 lead. So the Yellow Jackets concede their first shot on goal of the game, and it goes in. That was Aic-Asm. And I don't think there were any Greyhounds in front who actually got to that ball. I think Spina's shot went in, by the look of it. Well, we'll see what they credit. It might have been a touch on the way through. The Yellow Jackets, for everything they've done today, have found themselves down a goal. Up the wing for Gaffel. Going to get across early. Lays it in. Touched along, but Hackett's not going to be able to get to that. Miranda slows it down. Miranda. Across. The Jackets move it up, but nobody there. They'll say Alexis Stowell tipped it in. She'll be credited with the goal. Jackets running onto the ball. Not able to keep it in. Jackets pushing forward here. Some substitutions came in at the goal. Josephine Stendhal replacing Federica Frew. Dropped past Brown to Ravundra. Ravundra tips it to Brown. Brown then across. Miranda hustling to keep it in and does. Miranda Gaffel touched, looking for Ravundra again. Or excuse me, Miranda again, but it's past her and out of play. Sanko flicks it back. Greyhounds end up with it. Joe England's going to check in at the next possible opportunity. Greyhounds looking forward. Here's a bid and a save.
Why did you not call that? Hey, you got to call that too. Keep working, Callie. Keep working.
Callie Villamarie with the bid. And was getting held up as she tried to shoot it. They've been letting it go all day.
There you go, stay with it.
Knocked along eventually to Stendhal, but she can't keep it in. Yellow Jackets are not allowed to make the substitution right now, so the Greyhounds lose it out of play, and now AIC can sub. Brown will come off, England in. Jackets moving forward with it. Deflected and cleared out by Assumption. Toward the box. Yellow Jackets drop it back. England playing it to Medeiros. Medeiros touches it forward, but out of the reach of Hackett. Bill Marie.
Watch the hold, ref.
Tipped away. Ooh. What a collision. As a Yellow Jacket player down. And she's not getting up. I'll stop the clock and get Jay the trainer out. This is going to require a little more time. The Yellow Jacket player, can't see who it is that's over there. The process of elimination, though, I believe it's Gefell. Didn't see 15 come off, so that's got to be her over there. And hard collision, not a foul. Not a foul. I want to be clear about that. Just an unfortunate result, and she seems to be pretty hurt. Would imagine that that's going to be the end of the day for her. The Yellow Jackets will make a substitution. See if they bring Frew back onto the field. Jackets will take Gefell off, and Molly Sarah will replace her. The Greyhounds just dropped the ball to the goalkeeper. On the sideline, Sanko filters it in. Sarah running, but Nason will be the first to it. Still about 5 minutes and change to go. In the half. Floated forward. Hackett running. Hounds get to the ball first, but have to put it out of play. They'll end up having Miranda on the throw-in. Miranda, good toss. Headed away. Yellow Jackets turn around on the rebound, but push it just wide. Five minutes left in the half. Filtered forward. Medeiros knocks it down. Greyhounds started up, but Gracia intercepted. Follows it. Sanko, center forward here. Sanko faking. Sanko taking it now, turning with it. Sanko touches it through. Stendhal into the corner. Kept it in, but lost the ball. Callie Villamarie again. And then Villamarie ran over Ravundra. They're gonna call Villamarie for the collision, and there was a collision. Medeiros again getting that hand in there, and I'm sure that at halftime, Grace Barnard is going to go over to the referee and ask how much of the jersey can you grab before it's a foul. They could have easily just called 2 fouls on that play, but they only get Villamarie for the collision. Sanko dancing. Lost the ball there, though. Trying to take 3 defenders. It's not easy to do, even when someone as talented as Sanko. Usually you get outnumbered that badly, it's not going to be a winning result. Knocked down, well done by Sarah. Stendhal. Lays it off Ravundra. Flared forward. Hounds knock this straight into the air. There's a collision. They'll call that one as Wondolowski is tagged for the bump. It's under 3 minutes to go in the half and a 1-0 score. Greyhounds will kick it. And it'll be off Gracia on the way out. 2.5 to go in the half. Rocco throws in. Hounds just knock it out of play. Yellow Jackets in front of their own bench will have the throw in. It's headed along. Touched forward. Wondolowski. Stepping in. Molly Sarah. Pulls it back. Tries to go wide and under lead. Could not get it to Stendhal. Greyhounds in the midfield now in the final minute 30. The laid off to Rocco. Keller Rocco drops back. Now the Greyhounds chip forward. AIC will get ahead onto this. Hackett in the middle. Hackett. Oh, just can't quite execute the give and go. As we're here to the final minute of the frame.
1 minute remaining in the half.
Stendhal, some space. Stendhal's just going to shoot. Nason, an easy save. Headed back along. Wondolowski. Well done by Hackett to keep possession of the ball. Hackett blows an edge. The ball is free. Wondolowski filters it forward. This one into the corner, just out of the reach of Josephine Stendhal again. 15 seconds left. Greyhounds throw it in. Gracia intercepts. Tries to go across. Hounds will kick it out of play. And that will be where the period ends. So Assumption scores on a free kick just outside the box, off the crossbar and in. And they lead 1-0 after 45 minutes, despite a 12-4 AIC shot advantage. We'll take a break here on AIC Yellow Jackets TV and the NE10 Now Network. And when we come back, we'll have our second half. back in action in our second half. Or at least it's about to be action. Yellow Jackets right to left as you look at your computer screen, and the Greyhounds left to right, leading 1-0. Our assumption, despite the 12-4 shot advantage. In favor of the Yellow Jackets and a 5-2 shot on goal advantage. Jackets looking to go forward here, but it's turned over. Frew. Fetty Frew's parents are here, all the way from Melbourne, Australia, as the Jackets' bid on target is saved by Nason. Was actually sitting in the stands with them in halftime when who should wander through but Georgia Barnes out of Canberra, Australia, on our field hockey team, our other Australian number 21. And her mom and dad are here, and so was sitting with the whole contingent as the Greyhounds boot it off the sideline, or off the back line rather. It's a corner for AIC. So an early period set piece for the Yellow Jackets, a chance to level this thing. They'll quickly play it across, headed out of play by the Greyhounds. They did the short touch followed by a quick hard kick across rather than trying to carry in. Perhaps trying to pull the Assumption defense out of position. It didn't work. Here's the throw from Miranda. Headed off the back line by the Greyhounds. And the Yellow Jackets will get another corner.
Good defense here, White. Blue, let's go.
Frew will take this. About 2 minutes gone. Low along the ground. Through Miranda. And Ravundra will have to get it back at midfield. Nilsson off of the Greyhound and out. Miranda the throw in. Knocked down. And dropped back. No further to Ravundra. Ravundra to Hackett. Hackett back to Ravundra. Serena Ravundra touches it along for Frew. Frew couldn't corral it. Greyhounds putting some pressure now as they move up the right side. Frew, a bit of a shove there. But Assumption kept possession, so they'll play on through the advantage. Nilsson getting in the way of that pass, forced it all the way wide. Greyhounds now will chip one in, headed toward, but well wide. Picked up by Demanch behind the goal line, extended. So the Yellow Jackets generating a pair of corners right off the bat. Couldn't do much with them. Knocked down Brown. Volleyed along. Greyhounds to possession, laid off by Villemarie. Now a bid. Caught by Demanch. Rolls it along into play for Hackett. Hackett up to Frew. Frew got jumped from behind on the ball by Stoll. Nilsson couldn't quite collect that ball. Greyhounds lay it back. Fired forward. Brown can't get to it. Rachel Brown. Hackett trying to knock it free. Cannot. Greyhounds moving up right wing. They misplay it out of play, however, as they looked for Johanna Horacio. Wayne, New Jersey. And the Yellow Jackets taking it is Senko. A lot of room to work. Anina Senko spins away from a defender. Has Fru if she wants her. Touches it to Fru. Fru across. Deflected by the Greyhounds back near their own net off the back line. That's dangerous right there. And Assumption concedes their third corner within the first 5 minutes of the second half. Fru. High across. Deflected off of a Greyhound out of play, but there was a foul, and it'll be Assumption ball. It was popped up initially by Nilsson. Yellow Jackets looking for the second touch, and they called for a foul. This ball is deep into AIC territory. It comes all the way to the goalkeeper to match. Fru knocked down an Assumption player. The Greyhounds kept the ball, so they let the foul go. Brown filters this out of play. Throw in deep into AIC territory. Out of play. A whistle, and there's a foul. They're going to call that on AIC on Hackett. Everybody in white thought that that was going to be on Assumption. Everybody in blue thought that it was going to be on AIC. As is typical. Headed. Oh, it hits Ravundra in the rear end. Yellow Jackets are able to clear. Nice sliding play. Knocked free by Stoll. Knocked out off of the Yellow Jackets defense. Miranda. Jackets turning it the other way. Volley deep looking for Senko. And this could be trouble. The keeper gets to it first. Oh, and just out of the reach of Hackett on the rebound. As Nason put it barely past her. It would have been a dangerous ball. Fired in. Kicked out of play by the Greyhounds. There's the throw right over the middle. Headed out by Assumption and then kicked clear. Gracia bombs it deep, well wide to the right. Senko. A little touch on to Hackett. Hackett out wide for Fru. Fetty. Quick cross. Headed just wide to the right. Senko got a piece. Could not direct it where it needed to go. How many shots she has taken tonight? 5 of them and just 1 on the target. Fru with 4 bids, 2 of them on target. Brown, both of her shots on. Knocked down, the Greyhounds end up with it. Their clear forward comes back to Ravundra. Hackett tried to cross it to Miranda. It was picked off. Greyhounds countering. Bruggeman. Around it. Not quite able to connect on the pass to Nilsson. Ooh. They'll say play on. Assumption kept possession. And now out of play. Brown knocked down. Meanwhile, the Greyhounds putting some pressure on themselves here. 15 minutes, a chip across. Demanch just runs out to catch it. Sanko trying to find the ball, can't. Miranda couldn't get to it either. Here come the Greyhounds. Fitzgerald looking to make a cross. Miranda forces her to lose it out of play. Well done by the rookie defender on a senior midfielder. Headed along. Miranda able to get this to Sanko. Sanko can't get the second one, though. Greyhounds turning back with it. Chip deep, but it's going to roll out of play. As AIC just not quite able to get the ball in as deep as they have. Shots 9-0 in the half. Nilsson knocks this down but can't control it. McCartney touches it back. Miranda. Sanko has McCartney with her. Now Sanko surveys. Touches it back to Miranda. Miranda into the middle. Porter chips in. Greyhounds can't seem to find the ball. Knocked down. Porter trying to keep it in. Will not be able to.
Get off the line!
Jackets steal away. Ravundra and Brown combine on that. Rachel Brown. Brown couldn't find that. Knifed away by Hackett, and Brown able to get a piece of it to slow things down. The Greyhounds, however, still with it. Assumption upfield. Medeiros intercepts that. Brown then goes wide. Jackets trying to turn with it. 11 3/4 to go. Nilsson. Sanko. Sanko's ball into the middle. Here's a turn and a shot by Porter going wide. Scooped by Nason.
Play soccer blue!
Wondolowski and Frew will check in at the next opportunity. You wonder if the Yellow Jackets are going to take some defenders off and put some forwards on. Sanko trying to turn the corner. Chips it on. Miranda. Across to Sanko. Sanko still with it, drops back. Brown has to go to the defense. Medeiros. D to Ravundra, back to Brown, the triangle. Brown, though, almost lost it, had to go back. Medeiros chips it. Jackets lucky to keep that. Hackett can't quite find it. Does get it now. Jen Hackett. Some room to maneuver. Hackett now lays it off. Here's Nilsson. A shot! Just goes wide. Well, there it was. The one they wanted, but they couldn't get it onto the target again. 25 shots for the Yellow Jackets. 14 of them have missed the net. As Frew is in. Wondolowski in again. Porter and McCartney come off on this goal kick with under 10 to play. Headed down, Nilsson. Touched just out of Wondolowski's reach. The Greyhounds into some trouble, but the Yellow Jackets can't keep it in bounds. Now it's Assumption's Ania Spina coming back into the game. We'll take Ferruccio off. Headed forward. Slotted up for Frew. Clear is blocked. Second effort gets out. Throw in. Forced back out, this time off of a yellow jacket. Greyhound ball.
Settle down, Flo. Smart passes, let's go.
Thrown in. Hounds control for a minute. Yellow Jackets go out to play with it. Clock keeps ticking down and down, or more than 90% through regulation with just 8 minutes and change to play. Tossed in. Headed along. The Greyhounds regather. Svini intercepted. Miranda's got it. Her touch to Sanko. Stands up against the defender and able to keep possession. Sanko now waiting with it. Lays it to Brown. Brown across. Paige Medeiros. Paige chips one, looking for Frew. Frew able to body it down. Gets a pass. Here's a shot that's blocked. Rebound takes an unfriendly hop for AIC. Second effort, though, comes to a yellow jacket. It's Brown. Brown will chip one toward target just wide. Had that been on, Nason was there on the post. An 11 save performance so far from Alexis Nason. Really has been unbelievable for the Greyhounds. Jackets hoping the 12th time is the charm as they get a ball deflected. Then it's taken away and cleared back by Ravundra. Whistle, they're going to call a foul.
Hey, AI, you gotta do something. AI, you saw that. Missed the handball.
Assumption's bench unhappy that the ball that hit Ravundra's arm didn't get called. You see Coach Barnard protesting about it. Again, you can't blame her. It hit her, so as this is headed, the Greyhounds hit this into the air. Who's going to come down with it? The Hounds do get it out. Hackett rushing onto the ball to get to it. Hackett tries to clear it forward. It's blocked. Assumption cannot keep it in. Jackets in toward. Oh, and a collision. Ball is loose. Frew and Nason collided. Greyhounds lose it out of play. Neither player had the ball. They were both kind of diving at it. They hit each other. And the ball filtered through to the defense. Jackets on the throw-in. Hounds chip it back out. Another AIC throw-in. 5 minutes left in regulation. The Greyhounds head this away. Jackets trying to get some sort of control. And the Greyhounds happy to just boot it down the field. Ravundra able to get it to Medeiros. Chips it along. Whistle and a foul on Sanko. Dragging down an Assumption player. Assumption takes the free kick. Going wide with it. They're going to call another foul. This one's going to be on Miranda.
Why are you stopping the clock? Shut up, coach.
Chipped in. Cleared by the match. Sanko on to it. Can't corral it. Greyhounds just chip it deep. Gracia volleys it forward, looking for Hackett. Frew, a deep ball, but Nason's got it. Headed by Brown. Will be Assumption throw-in. Substitution for the Greyhounds, under 5 minutes. If the leading team subs, they stop the clock, so 3:03 halted on the board. As Brooke Shatney comes off, Diana Brugman comes back in. Greyhounds pressing. Thrown in. Hounds in the corner. Another throw in. Comes free. Corner kick. Here's the cross. The match. Headed back down and in. And Assumption will win this game 2-0. Bill Marie tapped it in. They're giving the assist to Huckabee. Jackets have this one knifed out of play. Into the box. Through a bench, he scores! Okay. 1:38 to go. It's 2-1. Maybe I was a little too soon in pronouncing the patient dead. The Yellow Jackets responding with a goal in 14 seconds. So Frew from Hackett. Well, it's a one-goal game again. We got 98 seconds. See what the Yellow Jackets can come up with here. Greyhounds out of play. They'll say last touch by a Yellow Jacket, and the throw in for Assumption. Thrown in. Lifted. And out of play. That'll be a goal kick. So the Yellow Jackets have 70 seconds. Medeiros will kick this. Good, hard drive into it. Greyhounds head it down.
1 minute remaining.
Hard collision. They're going to call it on AIC. Greyhounds chip toward. Headed down. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Fired forward. Here's Fetty Fru. It's a head on it. Can't get it to Senko, though. Greyhounds back the other way. Miranda touched along. Fru. The body on it. Looking. Oh, Senko is on! Shot and a save by Nason! Rebound across is blocked. Brown to it. The Greyhounds lose it out of play. They're going to call a foul on Assumption. It's not going to matter. Thrown in. Through a bid. Nason the save, and the Assumption Greyhounds hold on. What a finish. What a save by Alexis Nason. Senko could have tied it if she had gotten that through. Somehow Nason held on. Ends up making 13 saves. As the Assumption Greyhounds beat the Yellow Jackets 2-1. What a game here at Abdel Field. 2-1 the final. I want to thank you for tuning in to this. For everybody in our athletic communications department, I'm Seth Dussault, the voice of the Yellow Jackets. One more to go. Women's rugby at 8 o'clock against the Norwich Cadets. Until then, good night and good luck.